So if you haven't seen the first 3 videos of the series, you'll be completely lost and confused and have no idea what's going on. This whole series is meant to watch front to back, so go watch number 1, 2, and 3, and then come back and watch this one. Today I'm going to be building the box for the water container, so let's go. Woo! So as you can see, I've gotten started on the water box, and basically what I did is I put these 2 legs onto this piece of wood, and then I screwed this piece of wood onto the rest. And as I mentioned in at the end of video number 2, I believe there's going to be a cubby hole right here. There's going to be a piece of plywood that comes up, and then something that goes all the way back for that to go onto. And there's also going to be a piece of plywood on this side of this board, and the headboard's going to come up to about right here. So there's going to be a cubby hole in here that, and I'm going to leave a little bit open at the bottom just in case I drop something in there that's hard to get out. So I can stick like magazines or pens or whatever in there. All right, so now we have this. Basically, it's just the right width. It's just the perfect width and the perfect depth for this thing. I just made this. I'm so happy about how like perfect this thing fits in here. And I put this back part on, and I glued and screwed. I put some nice screws in there to make sure that this part's extra strong. I'm still gonna make the cabinet for the back of this, but I want to sand and either stain or paint this. And I'm gonna leave this side open, and there's gonna be another box that goes on top, so there's gonna be a plywood going over the top. And then I put this one in. The headboard's gonna go on here, like I said, and then I'll have a little cubby, and I'll leave a little spot at the open in case I drop something small in there. But basically, this is it. Like I said, just this one piece of wood I gotta cut to put here, and then this box is done. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do after this part. Probably get something to eat because I'm really hungry. Hey guys, so I got a little bit of food, and I've been thinking about what my next step is. And the top is definitely gonna get covered. I'll cut a piece for that. And I'm probably just gonna leave this little strip right here open. There's no need to totally fill that up. I'm gonna leave this side bare. I don't wanna add any more weight. This thing's starting to get heavy, so I'm just gonna leave this bare. There's no need to cover that. But I do have this cubby hole right here that I'm trying to create, or I am creating. And in order to do that, I'm gonna use this piece of wood and go all the way down. It's not gonna go all the way up, and that's okay, because it'll leave the top open so that I can get to things from the top and the front. I'm also gonna cover the back, but first I'm gonna cut this piece to fit. The problem is it only goes over to here because this piece of wood. So what I need to do is mark this right here, and then I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna mark it again. Oh, I can't show you with my finger, but I'm gonna mark it again. And you know what? Let me just show you real quick. Okay. So this is sitting flush on the ground. The ground's level enough. And then I just mark exactly where that is. And then I bring it up and I set it flush. This isn't exact and absolutely perfect, but it's definitely close enough. I'll give myself just a little bit of room. It's okay if it doesn't fit exactly perfect. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the straight edge and measure this line out this way and measure this line up. And then that will leave a little rectangle where I will go in and cut that rectangle out and then come and see how it fits, and then eventually cut the left side excess off. Okay, so that fits well. Now just to cut the side excess off. Okay, so in order to cut the side excess off, I fit the panel exactly as it would fit. And I do that. And then I'm also going to cut it this way. And then I'll get a straight edge and continue this line all the way up, and then I'll know exactly where to cut. Okay, so that piece is on there. Now I want to cover this back side, and it doesn't have to be very strong. So I'm just gonna take this piece of wood and set it up here and measure it and cut it out to go to here and to here, and then use a little nail gun and pop that sucker on. It doesn't have to be super strong. The things that are gonna go in here are gonna be really lightweight, whatever they are. All right, so this is how it sits now. So what's gonna happen is the headboard I keep talking about is gonna go to right about here, and it's gonna be padded and have some kind of fabric on it to look pretty. And then behind that, this is gonna be for notebooks, probably like spare paper. And then back here, you're gonna be able to reach in this way and also up and over And like I said, there's room to open the window, and there's going to be storage space back here for tall stuff like tripod, mic stand, maybe an axe and a shovel, whatever, and still be able to open and close the window. That's going to be so nice. And then here, the water is going to be easily pourable. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. It's got water on it. But it's going to be easy to not only get in and out of the van and stick it in here, but also very easy to pour. So that's going to be nice. I'm going to figure out what to stick between here to keep it from coming out. I think I might just cut a hole in here and stick a piece of wood straight through there, because then it'll be up against this, and that's like the perfect length so that it won't come out on its own, just fall out. And then the only thing left is to figure out what I'm going to do up here. I'm going to take a break on this part because I don't have any good ideas right now, but eventually I'll have a great idea on what to do with the top of here. I definitely want to put more storage going all the way up to the ceiling with this, but I'm going to let it rest for now. So here's water, toilet box, and I'm still not sure if I want pull-out drawers down here. That's going to take up a lot of room to add drawers. And then also behind there, like this little space, it will be just open and wasted, and I don't want to waste any space in here. As you can see, I'm making all these little cubby holes and stuff, little storage everywhere. Everything is going to have a very specific spot, so I think I might just get doors on here, which probably open down, and then have like a little lock-in fixture thing. I think that'll be the easiest way to do that. So I'm going to leave this here for now and get started on the guy that goes over here, and yeah. Alright guys, so I got this thing all mocked up. I put this piece of wood here and I moved it a little bit accidentally, but it's close enough to symbolize where the full-size mattress is going to be in night mode. So in night mode, it's going to go all the way from there, all the way to this piece of wood. And back here is going to be storage. I'm going to have a like a top-down access, like access from the top going up. I don't know how high yet, probably up to about here. Just to have nice storage just right there, maybe for clothes or whatever. And basically the width of the footing area is 18.5 inches all the way down, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I made the cuts right, did it right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of plywood that's probably 19.5 inches wide and put it on hinges on here. And during night mode, pull up the cushions and fold the thing over, and then move the cushions down, and bam, you got a full-size bed. And as far as, because that's going to cover all the way up here, it's going to be the full width of the mattress, but there's going to be a spot right here, which is, I forget, I got the measurements written down, but it goes from here all the way out to here. There has to be another folder to fully support the mattress, unless I want to leave a blank spot, but I really don't. I want a full-size mattress for 2 people at least. Queen would be nice, but a full is going to have to do in this situation. So yeah, none of this stuff's bolted in yet. It's just kind of, I'm figuring out how I want to do it to make it nice and strong, so that this can be a seating area, that can be a seating area, plenty of storage here, real lightweight storage up here. I want the high stuff real lightweight. And basically, I'm just working on this thing now, so I'll see you guys in a few. Hey guys, so I got another thing figured out real quick. I cut this piece of wood here to fit here, and what's going to happen is in this compartment, the power inverter is going to be stalled up here and recessed back a little bit out of the way, so that I can permanently plug in a circuit or a surge protector, like extension thing, up here somewhere where it's also out of the way, and plug in get a remote for it where you can turn it on from pretty much anywhere where the cord will allow. And I'm going to fix that probably up here somewhere, so it's really easy to get to all the time. I don't have to come all the way back here to turn it on. And that'll leave all this space open for a battery bank, so I can get a really good battery bank in here and have plenty of power anytime I need it. And also this area is going to stay one big storage area, and it's going to be accessible from right here and this side. So this is going to be stuff that I might need to use when I'm outside of the van or whatever, and it'll just be ready anytime for those 2 spots. So this is really cruising along. Tomorrow I will be getting started on the box that's going to go here for sure, and then working my way up to get this whole thing done. And I'm really excited to see how this thing turns out. I think I might go get some wood tonight so that I can lay down plywood across here and try sleeping here tonight. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.